Well, hello, everybody, and welcome. It's so wonderful to have you here. I'm Wendy Rose Williams, and I am a past life energy healer. And I have the good fortune of helping people release energy that does not serve you anymore, whether it is pain, both physical or emotional pain, anxiety, depression, or just feeling stuck. Those are some of the types of energy that it's my privilege to help you get moving again. And what we're going to be doing specifically today is we're going to be doing a workshop in the form of a guided meditation, and we're going to balance our four elements. So I've got everybody muted for now, and then we will unmute at the end so you can share experiences. And you're so welcome to use the chat function. So chat, if you're not familiar with it, it's down in the bottom middle of your screen. Depending what device you are on, you'll see a little button called chat. And what I shared in chat also is some links from me that might be helpful to you. In addition to being a past life energy healer, I have the good fortune to be a published author, as well as a Reiki Master energy healer and a channel. And today only, I've got my second book, The Flow Plymouth Plantation, The Flow One Plymouth Plantation. It is free. It's free on Kindle. You can just download it yourself via Amazon. So that's what the first link is in the chat. Let me make sure I've got that right. Yes, it's the absolute. It's the second link actually. The first link is my author page, and then the second link that says Amazon.com Flow Plymouth Plantation. That's where you can click on, and then you're able to download it. So you're welcome to copy paste any of these links for yourself so that you have those available. And do a quick walkthrough of services available to you that are complimentary. So as I said, the book is free today, and it's a really interesting one. I wrote it as historic fiction, but it's actually based on my own past life and just some intense things that I needed to heal and release from colonial America. So I just thought it would be fun since there was a group of us getting together today. So I just pre-planned and made that free for you today. So again, you're welcome to download that for yourself from Amazon. And my website, if you're looking for that to be able to find other events from me, is my full name. It's wendyrosewilliams.com. And there's a lot of events coming up over the next month or so. So I have the good fortune to co-host a podcast with Greg Kirk that's called Waking Up Spiritually. And you'll see the link for that here too. And we typically podcast the second Monday of the month at 2:30 p.m. Pacific time, which is 5:30 Eastern. But if that's not a convenient time for you, we do record them, and they are all kept on the website, which is wakingupspiritually.com. And that podcast is searchable. It's got a search button. So if you need help with something to do with past lives, to do with reincarnation, connecting with your guides, energy management, energy clearing, anything in those areas, go ahead and take a look and see if there's one of the podcasts that might be helpful to you. And if you see a subject that's not there that you're interested in, that you'd like some help with, just let me know via my website. So go to wendyrosewilliams.com on the contact me and put the suggestion in there. I'd love to hear it. And we'll see if we can create a podcast for you on that topic. So some of the other events that are coming up, there's going to be one on February 12th will be the Waking Up Spiritually podcast, and we're going to have a guest, which is unusual. We do not typically have guests, but this really wonderful topic idea came up of how to connect with angels, because it's an area that so many people are interested in, not quite sure what to do, how to do it. So we're bringing in an expert, and my wonderful friend and spiritual teacher, Ann Tucker, is an angelic trance channel. So she's going to be our guest. And that's going to be the topic, is how do I connect with angels? How can I work with angels? So that will be coming up on February 12th. Also on February 12th, I'll be holding a workshop on soulmates and soul contracts, because that is just always a topic that gets a lot of interest and discussion. of what is a soulmate and what's the purpose and how do I know if this person really is a soulmate? Is that a good thing, a bad thing, a complicated thing? Maybe any and all of those. And also, what are soul contracts? And I think of soul contracts as agreements that we make with soulmates and with other individuals before we incarnate, because we want to work on certain things. And we just make these agreements of how we think it would be a way for us to be able to progress in that area, to be able to learn in that area. So that also is on February 12th, and you'll find the links for those on my website. They are free. I'm happy to offer those services and just enjoy doing those programs with you. And then on February 20th, I have the good fortune, I'm going to be the guest on John Burgess's Beyond the Ordinary program. And John, if you're not familiar with him, he specifically created that platform of speakers coming in to raise the collective consciousness. So it's really an honor to get to be a speaker and be his guest on there for the first time. So we will be talking for about 90 minutes, about an hour and a half, regarding how can past life energy healing help? How can just releasing that energy that doesn't serve you be of assistance? So let me just open the door here so Ms. Henley can go in and out as she would like to. All right, there you go, girl. Go where you need to go. And let's just get started. So that's enough with announcements, according to Henley. So let's get started with an energy clearing and blessing. And let me just make sure we are muted here. And I will call in our angels and guides to please assist us with that. Beautiful blessing and clearing. Okay, looks like I have pushed all the right buttons here. We are looking good. Okay, let's get started. So you're so welcome to just get comfortable. If you want to turn your camera off, you're welcome to do that too. And camera, if you're not familiar with it, it's in the bottom left corner of your screen, typically depending what device you're on. I know it could be different if you're on a phone, but typically on computers or tablets, it's lower left bottom of the screen to be able to turn your camera on and off if you want to. So let's just close our eyes and get wonderfully grounded in our bodies. Thank you, angels, for sweeping your nets up through the core of Mother Earth and through everyone's four body systems as a starting point. Please sweep your nets through everyone's physical, mental, spiritual, and emotional bodies. Also sweep your nets through their financial bodies, creative bodies, romantic bodies, relationship bodies, subtle bodies, and aura. Please sweep your nets through any body I mentioned or did not mention, taking with you up to the light any energy that is not ours, any energy we've outgrown, energy that no longer serves us, energy that's ours in combination with someone else's. Please take it up to the light for healing now, so that we may beautifully align with our purpose, so that we may fully bring our higher selves, our wonderful, wise souls, fully into our bodies and able to ground our energy marvelously to a gracious Mother Earth. Thank you, angels. We would so appreciate that assistance. Let's do that twice more. Thank you, angels, for sweeping your nets through everyone's home and property. We would so appreciate our homes being beautiful, happy places for all of us, as they're a reflection of us, literally being able to feel at home in our homes and just creating wonderful sanctuaries for ourselves, temples for ourselves, where we can relax, be the best of ourselves, and uplifting our homes and properties, not only for the wonderful people who are joining me live on the call, but who may listen to it later as a recording, and for anyone else living in the homes with us or on the properties with us. So whether you've got other people in the home or whether you have animal companions, whatever types of animals. We'd really, really appreciate our homes and properties being wonderful blessings to all of us. Thank you so much for that. And as we turn our attention to our properties where our homes are located, let's thank Mother Earth and bless Mother Earth for providing everything that we need to us so graciously. Such a gorgeous planet that we get the privilege of living on at this pivotal time that we've chosen to live on at this important time in the history of mankind and the planet. Thank you for blessing Mother Earth and thanking her for the clean air, clean water, the beautiful trees, flowers, shrubs, the ground itself, the soil, anything and everything that Mother Earth provides to us. Thank you, thank you, thank you for that. And we would like to be able to bless it and to continue to receive the multitude of blessings from her that we do on a daily basis. So thank you for that from our open hearts with wonderful gratitude. We're so, so appreciative. One more time. Thank you, angels, for sweeping your nets up through the core of Mother Earth and through all of our emotions. Yes, we incarnate into human bodies to get to feel the interesting quagmire of emotions that we all experience and feel from time to time, some of us more than others. And many of those emotions are wonderful. We get the privilege of feeling peaceful, of feeling love, of feeling joy, of feeling gratitude. Thank you for that. We're so, so fortunate to get to feel those energies and those emotions. Please sweep your nets through the emotions that no longer serve us. Yes, we have to feel them to heal them, but we're able to do so in very efficient ways. I'm talking 30 to 60 to 90 seconds, and then be able to let it go. That is a powerful skill that many of us are still working to master. So thank you for sweeping your nets through any pain, any discomfort that does not serve us, any anxiety, any worries, any concerns, any PTSD, anything that is not serving us, any sadness, any depression, any angst, any overwhelm, any exhaustion, any feeling of being discombobulated and just not able to focus and really be in our bodies wonderfully grounded, connected to not only Mother Earth, but connected up to the divine. We'd be so, so grateful for that as you clear out our energy fields from anything not serving us. And I'm just going to hold the space for a moment. Anything that I did not mention that you would specifically like to let go of or to ask for more of, now's your moment to do that. And then I'll close out this prayer. Letting go of anything you do not need, asking for more of what you do, getting you fully aligned with your purpose. All right, wonderful. Thank you, angels. It is done, so be it. So everyone, you're welcome to come back at your own pace. Some people come back quickly, some people come back more slowly, and just open your eyes and just can feel refreshed and renewed and rejuvenated in your body. And let's get started with balancing our elements here. So we have four major elements in our body reflecting elements on Earth, and those are fire and water and earth and air. And when we get our elements balanced, and we're going to assess them in a moment, and you may find you're going to assess as guides and higher selves help us do that, whether you might be low in any of the elements. And if you are, we're going to bring in more of that element for you. Or you may find, oh gosh, I feel pretty great in that area. And you may be able to just feel, hear, see, sense, know that you're already balanced in that area. And then just help hold the space for the group who might be working a little longer, a little harder to get their element balanced in that area. So first we're going to assess fire and water, and then we're going to assess earth and air. And then we'll get that, everyone will get their elements wonderfully balanced. And then we may be a small enough group that we're able to just unmute everybody, or we'll figure out how to have the conversation. And you're welcome to put in the chat any questions you have. Today, it's going to be specific to the 4 elements: fire, water, earth, and air. So you're welcome to be putting questions in the chat, and it might get answered right during the meditation as we do that together, but I will look at the end and see, and that'll be kind of a starting point to sharing the experiences in the comments. So let's get started. And again, we're going to do this as a meditation also. So you're welcome to just get comfortable in your body. You can turn off your camera if you like to. Just relax. Take a big breath in through the nose and hold that for a moment. Feel your vibration and frequency rise. Feel yourself getting very comfortable in your body, wonderfully grounded to Mother Earth, and also connected to the divine, calling in our higher selves to be fully in our bodies, all our guides and guardian angels to please help us. And if I use any words or terms that don't work for you, please just substitute in your mind. If you don't care to work with angels, that's absolutely fine. If you don't believe in guides, if you only want to work with your higher self, if you only want to work with God, the universe, whatever it is for you, just substitute in your mind, please. You know what's right for you. So let's just imagine, let's visualize, feel, sense, know, hear that there's a beautiful golden scale right in front of each of us. And we're going to place our fire energy on the left side of the scale. And we're going to place our water energy on the right side of the scale. And you can see it, feel it, sense it, know what's there in that scale. And you can also, if you'd like to, you can put your hands out, palms up, and just feel that fire energy in the left hand, the left palm, and your water energy in the right hand. And now just let your hands be a scale, or you can see or sense what's happening with the scale in front of you. Either way you'd like to do that. Be the scale or see the scale. Feel, sense, know. Is your fire and water nicely balanced? Do you have the same amount of each approximately? Or do you have more of one than the other? So just make an assessment of that, and I will do that for myself too. Okay. Just go with your first instinct. Just trust yourself. You can't get it wrong. And just know if your fire and water are balanced, or if you need more fire. If you need more fire, here's what we're going to do. Your higher self and guides are coming in and surrounding you with so much love and support. And they are going to build a gorgeous campfire for you. And they are taking the time to do it properly. They've got just some ashes left there on the bottom, and bringing in some kindling, some paper, some little wood shavings, some small sticks to start. It's going to be very aromatic. It's going to smell wonderful. The smoke's going to go straight up from it. This marvelous fire for you. And as the fire gets burning more, it's got the fuel and the oxygen that it needs. And they're now adding larger and larger sticks to it. And then at a certain point, they're going to switch over to logs and just tending to this fire for you. And what this fire represents, this represents your metabolism. This represents how much energy you have in a lot of ways, represents your passion for not only starting things, but for finishing things, giving you the staying power throughout the process. That fire keeps on burning. And it represents the furnace for your body, where when it's hot out, you're able to cool yourself and vice versa. And the metabolism aspect is taking that marvelous healthy food that you eat and water that you drink and just turning it into marvelous, marvelous fire for you, energy for you. And this is a masculine element or property. And it is very structural. So it's one step after another. Particularly important when we start a big project and just don't know where it's going to go or what are all the steps are going to be. But we just have that fire, that passion, that energy for it continues to glow brightly. Just warm our hearts and warm up our experience for us in the best possible ways. So that's one way to visualize your fire. Think of some other ways it might be germane to you. Some people work wonderfully well with dragons. You are welcome to call in your dragon. Very efficient. Just have your dragon light a fire for you, and they can just breathe that marvelous fiery breath right onto that fire that's there, and just help you reignite in healthy ways, bringing in more of that fire element for you. We'll just do one more way, a third way. You can see that phoenix rising from the ashes, and the spark never goes out. It's just there for you. And you're able to gently fan those flames and just see that phoenix getting reborn. More and more of that marvelous, marvelous fire energy coming in. It also burns away what we don't need anymore. So this fire is very constructive, and it also helps take care of what we don't need and just able to easily release it. So fire's looking great for everybody. And let's turn our attention now to our water element, our water energy. And if you sense or know that you need more water, first of all, let's drink some water here. Bringing in more water for all of us. Water is a feminine property. It is the most powerful element on the planet. Think of how astonishing it is if you've ever knocked over a glass of water or had your dishwasher or your washing machine or something leak in your house. It's just kind of astonishing, the power of it and where it goes. Water goes where it needs to go. So if you need to bring in more water element for yourself, this beautiful feminine attracting energy that also helps us release in the best possible ways. See yourself standing down at the ocean's edge. You're on the beach, just the right temperature to have your shoes and socks off, and you get to stand there and let those waves come in around your feet. And you don't have to do a darn thing. No energy is expended, no energy is necessary. The gravity and the moon tide takes care of that for you and just brings that wonderful water in. And sometimes it doesn't quite reach your feet, and sometimes it just can surprise you and it just suddenly be up to your knees. So let's get ready for that next wave of water to come in. And this is a wonderful way to just increase the water in our bodies. So now imagine having thirsty straws on the bottom of each foot. Get ready for that next wave to come in. And when it comes in this time, you're just going to bring that water. It's just going to bring it all throughout your body. You've got plenty of water now. Your body is what, 70 to 80% water? And many of us just don't realize we actively need to drink more water throughout the day. So that's the number one way to increase the element of water in your life, is just to be drinking it. And good, clean, clear water. Thank you, Mother Earth, for that. So that's one way to bring in more water for you. If you sense, if you know, if you felt in your hands, or you just knew that you need more water. Another way is the guides are bringing in a gorgeous waterfall above our heads, and just get to bathe and glory in that gorgeous, gorgeous waterfall. This is the most stunning waterfall you've ever seen, and you're welcome to step through it as many times as you want, cleansing and clearing your energy, bringing in more of the element of water to your life, bringing that to you, and also letting it cleanse and clear you and let go of what you don't need anymore. Just letting it go, letting it go, letting it flow away from you naturally via that waterfall. And it's now going downstream away from you. Same thing, go back a moment to standing on the beach. When that wave goes out, that is the perfect place to release what you don't need anymore. Whether you're feeling pain, discomfort, overwhelm, annoyance, sadness, whatever it might be, you can just let it go, let it go, let it go, using the element of water. And let's do that a third way. We're going to do that by installing this gorgeous waterfall right in your shower or bath at home. And just imagine that gorgeous waterfall there. And now, when you take your shower or your bath for the day, don't only cleanse your body, but you get to cleanse your energy field too. And just bye bye down the drain, whatever you don't need. Because sometimes we just are just feeling irritated, out of sorts, overly emotional, not sure what is going on. That is often energy that is not yours, energy you don't need, energy you're ready to let go of. So just let it go on down that drain, or let it flow on down the river, whatever's most natural for you. So now we've got our fire and water nicely balanced. And now we're going to turn our attention to our earth energy and our air energy. And again, place the earth energy on the left side of the scale and the air energy on the right side of the scale. Or you can do it with your palms out and do it kinesthetically using your body. And just check. Does it feel like you have more earth or more air? And don't let your mind trip you up and say that they weigh different things. In this exercise, what we're doing right now, the same amount's going to weigh the same. So the scale is going to work. Do you have more earth energy or more air? Or are they wonderfully balanced? How do they feel? And if you've got more earth energy, you may find your left hand just suddenly went down. Or if you've got more air energy, your right hand went down, or you can see it on the scale, or you can hear your guide telling you, or your higher self telling you. You can feel, you can sense, you can know. Just give a moment for everyone to assess. Do they feel nicely balanced? Or do you need more earth energy? Let's work with that first. And if you need more earth energy, a wonderful way to do that is simply be out in nature and just literally touch a tree, touch some flowers, just be out admiring the beauty and the majesty of where we get to live. We get the good fortune of living on this gorgeous planet. So that's one way to just be more in your body, more connecting with the earth, is by being out in nature. Also, if you enjoy animals, being around animals, admiring them, playing with them is a great way to just get more in our bodies, be more in the moment, be more grounded, have more earth energy. We can also just imagine, let's gather all our energy starting up at the top of our head. Going to balance the chakras as we go. I'm not going to name them, but they're just going to get balanced as we go. 7 major chakras. life force energy centers. And Henley found the most wonderful squeaky toy. So I hope that's not distracting to anyone. Just use your sense of humor and tune it out if it is. She says, yeah, play with the animals. So just dropping our energy down, down, down through our bodies, bringing it down. And now imagine dropping a grounding cord between your legs, sending it down deep, deep, deep to that magnetic core of Mother Earth, sending your energy down there. And then you can bring up the fountain of youth energy from that magnetic core of Mother Earth. Bring that up for yourself right here and right now. Wonderfully grounded, bringing that up throughout your system, bringing in more earth energy. And we need this energy to be able to be healthy in our bodies, be able to manifest in the physical, in this time, in this space. So bringing in that earth energy for all of us. Okay. My apologies again. I took the squeaky toy away and that got us barks, so that was noisier. And I can't mute myself, obviously, so we'll just have to go with the flow here and let her have her fun and know that she's helping us. So earth energy, and you can also imagine sending all your energy down, because we can be too up in our heads. We can be caught up in our heads, just worrying about things. And as we bring our energy down through our bodies, we get into our hearts, open our hearts so wonderfully. Also tune into our gut wisdom and our solar plexus and our abdomen. And now push the energy down through both your legs, out through the bottom of your feet. And now you're really grounded, bringing up that marvelous Mother Earth energy, letting go of what you don't need, bringing up what you do. So those are some of the ways to just be more grounded. Getting away from the electronics also, just have a fast. Don't use the phone or the computer or the TV for whatever time period. Just a couple hours, couple days, whatever it might be, really helps clear our energy and get us more grounded and happier and healthier in our bodies. So doing those electronics fasts can be really, really useful. And again, just being outside as much as we can. Obviously, sometimes the weather's not as conducive for it. Well, you don't have to go for an hour hike. You can just step outside. A lot of us have, covered porches on the front or the back, and just be outside for 2 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever it might be, even if it's cold outside or super warm outside. Just clearing our energy like that is so helpful for us, and we get more grounded as a result. All right, let's turn our energy to our air and bringing in more air element for those of us who need that. This gives us the ability to be lighthearted, to just feel great in our bodies, that we're wonderfully supported and connect with the divine. And it's just that lightness of being, that marvelous airiness. If you yourself have got that energy, I love being around people with that energy. Or if you've just have friends or family members who are like that. And we're going to bring in more air. So we just get more flow, again, able to bring in more of what we need because we're letting go of what we don't need. So the guides are bringing in some gorgeous, big, hot air balloons. Just imagine the most gorgeous hot air balloon that you can. And this is just going to bring in more delightful, marvelous air around you and help buoy you up if you're low on this element. It just helps lift you up. Gorgeous, gorgeous hot air balloon. So just imagine that, visualize that. And let's see if there's any other ways. Oh, there's a guide coming in. It's just really, really fun loving. And it's a younger male. Looks like he's in his mid 20s. And he's got a bellows with him, a bellows like you use to get more air into the bottom of a fire, that fireplace tool. So he's just using that all around the body of anybody who needs more air. And he says, it's okay to be silly. It's okay to like raise your arms and like twist and turn and make sure he gets that air from the bellows everywhere. And again, just helping us be more lighthearted, more wonderfully connected. Oh my goodness, Henley. Could you find a louder squeaky toy? She says, well, air, it's a squeaker. So there we go. Help from the dog. All right. Very good. So just imagine now your earth and air elements are wonderfully balanced. Your fire and water, marvelously balanced. And just know that you can hold on to this energy of balance. And when we get the element in that was missing, we didn't have enough fire, as an example, then the water can't increase more because it's waiting for the fire to catch up. So those of you who brought in more fire because that's what you needed, now your water can increase because they need to stay in tandem as much as they can. So it's wonderful to be able to see that now balance up. Same with earth and air. Anyone who is low on earth energy and you can just feel spacey, it's hard to be in the body, it's hard to focus, be right in the moment. Missing that crispness, that clarity, that's not having enough earth energy or the air energy, like finding it hard to let go of things, finding it hard to connect, finding it hard to be lighthearted. So again, just balancing those up and bringing in more of what you need. So everyone is looking great. Let's come on back to our bodies. Thank you to the higher selves and guides who helped. So appreciate it. And come on back. I mean, gently, fully back into your body. And please drink some water. Anybody who needs water. All right, let's see if we can substitute a quieter toy here for my helper. How about a tennis ball? Here you go. That is much quieter. Thank you. There you go. All right, we'll give that a try. All right, very good. So let's see if there's any comments or questions in the chat here. I will start right there. And yes, there are. Let me get my... Can I resend the links again? Okay, so the links are not showing. Okay, so hopefully you can scroll up and find them at the top, but if they're not showing for whatever reason, yes, happy to do that again. Let me do that for you right now here, and I will copy paste them back in. Perhaps they don't show if anyone's joined later. I don't know that detail in Zoom, so let's just copy here and paste. There we go. Okay, I sent them to everybody again, so hopefully you can see them now. So who would like to share or has questions or wants to comment on, do you feel like you were able to balance your elements more up? Or do you have questions about what balancing the elements does for us or about any specific element? So I am here for you and happy to answer questions. So Anna is commenting, feel pretty unbalanced in fire, even if I were a very energyful person, but felt more water this time. Okay, and it was since going into a dark night of the soul. So yes, that absolutely, when we go through, anyone who's gone through that profound experience, spiritual experience of dark night of the soul, it's a leveler. It's more than a sadness or a depression. What it actually is us working to balance our egos in a powerful way that we haven't been able to accomplish before, and that does not get the ego in a good mood. I'll just put it that way. It can be very, very intense going through that dark night of the soul as the ego just trying desperately to stay in control of driving the car, and we're working to become more heart-centered and to just balance that up. So okay, and so how can I integrate fire more and get the fire back in? Okay, perfect. So Anna, my suggestion would be, I'm going to take the recording from today, dog squeaky toys and all, and just, hey, it's the real world, and go ahead and I will share it on my YouTube channel, which is wendyrosewilliams.com. So you're welcome to go back to the recording and just work with this some more and listen to those visualizations of how to bring in more fire for yourself. So just think of what represents fire to you, and then just pay attention to it in your house. Like you turn the oven on. Well, that's a source of fire. You turn the burner on. You adjust your furnace. You're using a lighter or a match, or adjusting that thermostat. Anything representing fire, just invite it to come more into your life and to balance up with your water energy. So just look for examples of that, and just bring that on in. So I hope that's helpful, and if it's not, Anna, you're welcome to speak up right now if you want to talk about that more, or okay, so let me go to the next comment or question. Okay, and Amber's commenting, feeling more balanced since the session we had last week. I remember feeling very unbalanced last time, and this time not as much. Oh, that's wonderful. I'm so glad to hear that we were able to get that, get you on that road, Amber, to feeling more balanced, because life is really challenging if we have major imbalances. And I'm just going to mute for a second here because we've got just some background noise coming through. Just do that real quick. So it's hard. It's like you can't get out of second gear if you're super low in one or more of the elements. So that's why I wanted to do this workshop for people, because I have absolutely had that experience myself too. And I've also had the benefit of being able to get them balanced. And it makes such a difference. Same thing with our chakras, our life force energy centers. But that's outside of our workshop for today, but just getting those balanced also makes a huge difference. So Amber, I'm so glad to hear that, and I really appreciate the work that you're doing, and it's just a lot of it's wonderful to get to work with you. Okay, and then Mary is saying, as soon as each element was discussed, the energy became more pronounced. Overall, I felt really buzzy. Yes, yes, because it's just us recognizing and calling out and working with an energy. So we can feel really buzzy when we're doing that. Buzzy is the perfect word. Or tingly. Some people feel tingly, and some people just feel squeaky. My goodness. So it just comes through different ways as our higher self and our guides are working with us, and then they kind of like break through that level of perception where we're able to actually feel it and sense it and hear it. So okay, very good. And then you just want to let that kind of like gently dissipate and know that it will, and then just ground your energy again and just ground down to Mother Earth. Okay, so got a couple other quick messages or questions too. Tracy, thank you so much for commenting. She loves squeaky toys. Well, good. Then today's the session for you. All right. And John commented walking barefoot in the backyard this afternoon. Yes, absolutely. Perfect. And John, you've got the wonderful advantage of doing that with being in a southern state and being in Florida, and you get to do that. I do
Yes.
used to
No,
do.
it was great because I spent about an hour and a half. It got really sunny.
Oh,
So I was like kind of sunbathing and then walking in my backyard for about an hour and a half. I
Oh,
felt the
that's
sun,
wonderful.
and like I said, now I just feel very, very balanced. Everything was like
Perfect. Oh, that's
great, you know?
fantastic. Oh, thank you for
Yes,
sharing that. Because yes, some people call that earthing. And
yes, yes.
we
I
don't
call it
really.
grounding. I guess I was grounding myself, you know?
Yes, exactly. Because we don't realize that it's just been recently that we're so much in socks and shoes
Yes,
and
yes, yes.
shoes have gotten like thicker and more supportive. And it's like we don't touch the earth as much anymore.
Right,
We're
right.
not out there walking or gardening or touching a tree or
I do that pretty often. As soon as I see a sunny day, I say, all right, I go outside, take off my shirt, you know, and then I get barefoot. It's like I start walking in my backyard, and I just feel grounded, you know. It's like, and it's
That's
great.
fantastic. That's
Yes.
absolutely true. And for those of us who I would be walking out into snow and ice, but it
Oh,
doesn't
see.
mean I don't go out. It's just like I just put the big boots on and we go dog walk pretty much every
Right.
day. I've only missed one day so far because it was -9 degrees. So I gave us a pass on that day.
Yes.
But we've gone out every other day, and it really helps.
Right.
So let's see, any other comments here? So just, yeah, feeling balanced and saying thank you. Well, wonderful. Well, that's what I planned for today. So again, you're so welcome to download the free copy of the book today. It's only available at no cost on Kindle today. So grab a copy while you can. And I look forward to seeing you at some other events and look forward to just interacting next time. So thank you so much for taking the time and being here. It was really a pleasure to have everybody here and just great comments. So thank you so much and have a wonderful evening, everybody. Bye
Thank
now.
you, Wendy.
Thank you. Thank you for taking the time.